Hi, this is Father Jamie. I hope you all are having a lovely evening. I'm getting ready to do my treadmill run and whatnot, so I'm a little dressed down for that. So, getting ready for my run. But just wanted to reflect a couple of moments on something I've been hearing a lot of lately and just rumblings and whatnot. And so I just want to address the issue from my perspective. The issue of, quote, inclusion. And that could cover a lot of things. It could cover race issues, minority issues, whatever, but not pointing out any particulars. This is just a point I want to make. My thought is, if we bend over backwards to be so inclusive, we're going to exclude somebody. And I know that's true because I've experienced it. And I think that's more insulting than anything. And the church is going through that right now. You know, I've been to and heard of places where, you have every minority, or I won't say every, the more visible minorities, we'll put it that way, represented, whether it be different language or whatever. And, there I am as a blind person, and I don't have a worship aid in Braille. And, when you have all these different languages going on, I can't pray. And, it takes time to make Braille worship aids and things of that sort. And I wonder, why can't we use what we have in common to make us pray together instead of focusing on the differences? Catholic liturgy is supposed to be unitive. And, I just think we're trying to be so inclusive that we exclude. And I think that goes beyond church. I think it goes into a lot of things in our society today, too. So I just caution us to think about, what does it really mean to be inclusive? I think we're focusing on it too much. And because when we focus on it so much, there's going to be some of us that are excluded. So maybe we should focus more on our similarities instead of our differences. Myself as a blind person, I try my best to meet sighted people where they are. I'll give you an example. When I'm preaching, I consciously look back and forth, trying to look like I'm making eye contact, even though I can't see the people in front of me. I do that because I know it makes people more comfortable. Because there's a lot of blind people that just look down at their belly button. So I've been told. And how do you expect to be a public speaker when that's all you do? I'm not saying every other blind person does that, but I've heard of it. I know it happens. So that's just an example. There's ways of meeting one another where we are and being inclusive, but at the same time not making inclusivity an agenda. And I think that's what being inclusive is also becoming, is an agenda. But it's more applied to the more visible minorities and not necessarily including all of us. There are some minorities that are invisible. So just some thoughts I want to think about. I'm not going to say one way or the other on some of the outlying issues with this, but I just want this to stir some thoughts. Let's not make an agenda out of these things. Why can't we just pray, live, and not focus so much on the differences? Celebrate our commonalities, our similarities. You know, we're all human. We're all human. We're all made in the image and likeness of God. Let's focus on that. Amen.